Liverpool Football Club's fan base stretches worldwide, but last summer, after the first team paid a flying visit to China, the passion and enthusiasm from the fans there illustrated just how big the scale of support is. With a population of over 1 billion, it's surprising that there are not more top-level professional footballers applying their trade in the Premiership, something Liverpool Football Club are trying to address.
Before we travelled there with the first team in the summer, and then whilst I was there I went to see a few games, scouted a few players in this age group as well and younger. So we said to the people over there if they thought they had players interesting for us that they should bring them over.
A few weeks ago I went out to China and saw a few of the boys play, and the two have come over. We saw them play and decided we'd like to get them over, have a look at them in our environment, see what they're like training with our players and our conditions, and that's how it sort of come about.
We think it's an untapped market and there are so many people, I think statistically we think that there will be good players coming out of these countries, and China being the biggest one and football being now the most popular sports amongst young people, we think that there is an opportunity to find a quality one.
Well, two boys arrived on Wednesday, very jaded. They've been travelling for 2 days, they got stuck in Istanbul for 24 hours, so that was unfortunate for them, but they came in and jumped off the plane and within an hour they were training, and both boys have done well. The first couple of sessions have settled in really well. We've got the older boy Long, who's a midfield boy, and the young boy Chen, who's also a midfield player, although slightly different, he's more attacking. Most important thing is they enjoy it, they have a good experience, and we'll learn a lot more, not just about them, but these type of boys, how they do adapt to our culture, and whether it be worth us in future doing it more often.
After the trialists were put through their paces at Liverpool's academy, we caught up with the pair to find out a little bit more about them and how they're finding life as a Liverpool scholar.
他们觉得这是一次让中国足球可以走向世界的很好的机会吧。
来到利物浦是我从小的梦想，现在实现了，很开心。来到利物浦意味着能更进一步的了解世界一流的技术和理念。
我在场上的优点就是大局观很强，在场上头脑很清楚。我的弱点就是速度不是很快。
来的时间有点短，只有初步的了解。印象最深的还是看一队的比赛，球员都很热情，比赛氛围很好。
如果可以留到利物浦的话，这将对我的人生是一个很大的转折点吧。
如果有机会和利物浦签约的话，我觉得离我的足球梦想又近了一步，希望将来能和利物浦签约。
It wasn't all work for the aspiring pros. They were treated to a tour of Anfield and the prestigious Liverpool Football Club Museum. So once the lads had soaked up the history and tradition of the club, we caught up with Academy manager Steve Cooper to find out how well the trialists have adapted to the Liverpool way.
It's been a pleasure to work with them, to be honest. They're two good lads. I think first and foremost, the way they've conducted themselves, they've done everybody associated with them proud, there's no doubt about that, and it's been a pleasure to have them with us for a short space of time. But they've done well. They've obviously there's a bit of a language barrier, but they've got around that, and technically they're both more than competent. Although they're very different in stature, they have got physical attributes. And they're good players. There's no doubt about that. And like I say, the way they've acquitted themselves has been a credit to everyone associated with them.
So after a week of intensive training and impressing the academy staff, what's the final verdict?
Well, the verdict is that both boys have done really well. Probably better than we thought, if we're being totally honest, at the start of the week. They've both taken to the training and the environment a lot better than we thought they were going to do. So with their age being so young, we can't actually sign them. So what we want to do is set up a programme where we maybe get them over again after Christmas, again next summer, and then probably again this sort of time next year, with a view to maybe next time they come over having a longer stay, because now we can see that they've adapted to the training, the environment. We've seen the level of their football ability, which is obviously most important, and they've both done well. So I think the next step is now us coming up with a proper plan where we can support them and maybe see where it takes us in the next year or two. But the main thing, as long as we have a plan which is best for them and best for us, then hopefully maybe we can all achieve something out of this.